Good morning, children. Once again, I welcome you in history class. And today we are going to do the revision of chapter 11 along with the discussion of short and structured questions. Before I go for discussion, question, and answers, let me take up a quick review of the entire topic, whatever we have done in the previous 3 4 virtuals. In a summarized form, I will give you the revision of the topic that we will start from the beginning. In short, that when the First World War ended up, and after the First World War, the condition of Italy was not good. Its industry and agriculture was weak. There was too much disturbance in the country because of the unemployment problem taking place, because of strikes were there, and moreover, due to the treaties, the Italy had taken heavy loan from America, which they had to return, they had to pay back. But from where they were gaining money for that, they were taxed the people, and the people were burdened with heavy taxation, and government was also very weak. Kind of a coalition government was there which was not able to control the situation of the country. So what had happened, that there was resentment among the Italians. So when in the First World War, America, Germany and Austria wanted to seek help from Italy, but Italy remained quiet. It did not support Germany and Austria in the First World War. Why? Because to improve its condition, it came under the direction of Italy, under the direction of England. So it had signed a secret treaty with London, because London had promised that if Italy would help in the war, uh, or fought for the allied countries, it will going to get a large portion of very important territories. Not only that, but whatever territories have been occupied by Germany, that would be returned also. Italy, because already there was for problem started, came under the influence of UK, England, and it signed the treaty. But what had happened after the peace conference? No promises were fulfilled. Rather, the uh, main important portions or main important territories were given to some other countries. So, in this way, we had seen the condition of Italy was not good at all. In this situation, that Mussolini came forward because he wanted to avail the opportunity. He wanted to grab this opportunity that people are disturbed. If some kind of assurances would be given, if some kind of help would be given, monetary help would be given to the people who are disturbed, definitely they will support him. So Mussolini came forward, and through his speeches, he visited various parts of Italy, and through his impressive speeches, he was able to set up his own party, which was known as Fascist Party. And this Fascist Party was quite strong, because first time Mussolini gathered the farmers and the workers together. And when Socialist Party was already there in Italy, they noticed that the labor class or the farmers would be attracted towards Mussolini, so they started propaganda against the fascist party. But when Mussolini came in power after the elections, he became the prime minister. So he suppressed all kind of propaganda, rather all kind of press, magazines, films, everything was censored, and they were not allowed to publish anything against the rule of Mussolini, because Mussolini wanted to capture the full power, complete power. He wanted to be the dictator, and that's why he made some changes in the constitution also, and accordingly only Mussolini was responsible to the king, and rest of the cabinet members or the ministers had to follow the rule of Mussolini. So in this way, we have seen he also interfered in the educational institutions. He controlled it. He forced the professors or the teachers to take pledge that they will work honestly, they would be loyal to the rule of the fascist party. Till they are working in the institution, they had to wear some kind of a special dress also. Moreover, when there was a threat of communism, so from Russia side, so Mussolini boldly controlled the threat of communism. He was against the socialism also. He did not allow Socialist Party. As a result, Socialist Party declared general strike in 1922. But later we had seen it was all controlled by Mussolini, and later, when it had conflict with the papacy, we had seen this topic yesterday only, that how the religious people or the Pope realized that Mussolini will also interfere in their religious matters. So they objected. They did not they were not agreed to accept the supremacy of Mussolini, but Mussolini uh, had a proper negotiation with papacy, and according to that Italy became the capital of Rome, and the Vatican City was declared independent, and the Pope was given a proper compensation. And the king or Emmanuel also realized that if I will not make Mussolini the prime minister, though there would be a long civil war in the country between the uh, General Army and between the Fascist Party. Why? Because he had noticed that there is sympathy towards the Fascist Party by the regular army. So if I will object, so regular army will not obey my order. Moreover, the regular army was not very organized. They were not well and properly trained. And moreover, if there would be a long war in Italy, so everything will be destroyed, and especially the Italy will be in a devastated motion or shape. So, after keeping all these minds, King also allowed Mussolini to become the prime minister of Italy. And Mussolini worked so much hard. He put up so much, we can say, welfare activities. PWD departments were set up, and he improved agricultural field. He made dam. He improved the irrigational facilities. He provided electricity to the different parts of the rural areas, and moreover loans were provided to the farmers so they could start their work. Means Mussolini wanted to make the people independent, right? So in this way we have seen that how Mussolini worked too much. So many industries were set up in which the war material started manufactured, and in due to that a large number of unemployment problem was solved, and once again Italy got its popularity in the European countries. So this was the shorten up of the rule of Mussolini and what was the condition of Italy after the First World War. So if we come back to the questions, so the main question I have found is, what was the meaning of the fascist symbol? So you better write down this answer. What was the meaning of the fascist symbol? In your book on page number 183, the diagram is also made, and if you see the meaning, you better write the meaning. The fascist symbol meant by the authority and power of the ancient Roman consuls. Authority and power of the ancient old people, old Romans consuls, right? Then you turn to page 187, question number 21. What was the significance of the Latin Treaty of 1929? So this answer is given on page 185. Here it is written that according to this treaty, the Pope now recognized the Kingdom of Italy with Rome of its capital, right? Or Kingdom of Italy with Rome as its capital, right? Then 22nd, here it says, why did the church support Mussolini? In short, you have to write the answer. Why did church support Mussolini? To protect the Italians from socialism and communism, right? Now in long answers, structured type questions, we have to do question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 and 12. These questions I am going to give you to write the answers in classwork notebooks. So what would be the answer of question number 1 and 2? That is given on page 184. The main features of the fascist party. It is given under the heading Rule of Mussolini, and the features I have already written the main points yesterday. You can just review the video and you can note down the points, because in your book the paragraph wise is given, but I have taken up the points. So in those points you have to write that what were the main features of fascist party under Mussolini. Then question number 3 and 4. That answer you will get on page 183. The events. The question is, what was the significance of the king's role in Mussolini? Recently, I have told you on page 183 and 184, it says the supporters of Mussolini were very disorderly and poorly armed, and many of them reached Rome by the train. And what was the thinking of king itself towards the general army? That also I have recently explained you. So page 183 and 184 you will get the answer. Then question number 10, 11 and 12. 10. The main features of Mussolini's domestic policy. How did he try to encourage economic sufficiency and discuss the economic measures adopted by the Mussolini? All these points I have already written in the previous uh, virtual on board, and answer is on page 184 and 185, and all the points I have already discussed with you, that how did he reduce the import of wheat, cotton and tobacco, how did he promoted shipping industry, iron and steel industry and silk industry to uplift the uh, trade. Moreover, he raised the slogan Battle of Feet. Why did? Because in agricultural field some kind of special training was given, special fertilizers were given, special tools were given, special agricultural banks were open for the farmers. So when PWD work was given, to many roads, bridges, railways were constructed for the prosperity of the country, so the trade would be flourished. Moreover, the people may get job and factories. More and more factories, industries were set up in which the people were getting job and they were living a better life. So all these points you have to add, but for that please review the previous video, in that the points are already written. So these questions I will give you today to write it in the notebook. That's all for today.